The National Association of Church Design Builders is all about team NACDB and the collaborative effort between that design builder, the associate members, and the subcontractor community best serving the needs of the church. Tell us what that means to you.
Yeah, well, as a church pastor, here's what I believe. I believe that the church is going to be something that continues to expand, not only in Southwest Florida where we're located, but across our country, across the world. So as construction continues, I think churches are going to be one of the main industries, so to speak, of that offer jobs, not only to design builders, but to subcontractors. So the chances of you working on a church, whatever trade that you work with, is pretty likely over the next several years, 10 to 15 years, that you work in construction. So here's what I would say today is that knowing you're going to work on a church at some point in time, maybe you're going to work on a church with the same design builder and church that's building another location in a different spot, is I would say this: take everything the videos have talked about today, this idea of honesty, this idea of interacting with the owner, of the language, even radio stations, all those different things that make us as church pastors feel comfortable with bringing our people out here and picking our design builder. Take those things and apply them to the job site when you're out here. And again, some of them might not be your core values, but at the end of the day, you're working on a job where someone is the owner, and if that's their core values, the professionalism of a subcontractor, learning what those are and applying them to the job will only help you down the road. Now, I'll say this, for us to work with the National Association of Church Design Builders is a huge priority. And most of the churches you're going to work on in the future as they expand will probably have these certifications. And I would say that if you could apply those, you might not see the effects now, but down the road when you work for that same design builder with another church, or you work with that same church in a different location, you might just get that job with your subcontractor because of the way you interacted with an owner, the way you handled yourself, the way you conducted yourself on the job site a year before, 2 years before, with that same design builder or that same church. Or in my case, I would recommend every day of the week a National Association of Church Design Builder like a J.L. Wallace to do a church. So when I talk to people I know and they're getting ready to build, I'm going to recommend them because the process has been so smooth with us, and then they're going to go off and hire subcontractors, which again, if it went well at one church and they're designing another one, you're more than likely to get that job. So again, everything you do on the job site directly affects how they think about hiring subcontractors, and the NACDB is just a huge, huge deal when it comes to pastors, with just comfort for us picking who's going to design and build our building.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing with us today.
Absolutely, yeah.